On July 20th, 1969, humans walked on the surface of the moon for the very first time. Black and white images of the moon's surface appeared on television screens everywhere. The whole world was watching. Let's journey back to that historic event for a first-hand account.
Action.
This is Jane Wilson reporting live from the Mission Control Center in Houston. As you know, 4 days ago, the Apollo 11 spacecraft lifted. The 30 astronauts on board have gone 240,000 miles per hour. Let's go to Pete Brooks in the studio for a historical perspective.
Thank you, Jane. I am here with Dr. Vargas. He is an expert on the U.S. Space History Program. So why is your mission so important?
Durante años, Estados Unidos compitió contra Rusia por tener el mejor programa espacial. Todo empezó el 4 de octubre de 1957 cuando los rusos lanzaron el primer Sputnik, el primer satélite.
Americans were taken by surprise.
Absolutamente se sintieron derrotados.
What turned things around for the U.S.?
En 1961 el presidente Kennedy nos desafió a poner una persona en la luna para 1970 y hoy el mundo es testigo de nuestro esfuerzo por cumplir ese reto.
Thank you, Dr. Vargas. Now let's go back to Mission Control. And Jane. Jane, are you there?
I am Pete. The command center at Houston is a huge room filled with workstations, and many of these workstations, mission control experts monitor important data coming from the Apollo 11 spacecraft. With me, Mike Collins' wife Emma and her 2 children, Todd and Amanda. I am also joined by 2 mission control experts. Can you tell us what is happening now?
We're standing in our communication area. This is where we monitor Columbia and Eagle.
Wow, I've never seen so many computers in one place.
If you think these computers are impressive, you should see the ones on the spaceship. That's where your dad is now.
We're really proud of our dad.
Would you like to speak to him now? Here we have Columbia on the radio. Here, say hello.
Hi, kids. Hi, Dad. I wish there was a telescope so we could see him.
Todd, the most powerful telescope in the world can see something as small as Columbia. It's too far away.
Your mom's right. Think about it. Your father went 24,000 miles per hour, and it still took him 2 days to get to the moon.
My dad went 24,000 miles per hour?
That's right, and do you know why? There's no air and very little gravity in space, so you can travel very fast.
There's air and gravity on Earth, right? So it took tons of fuel for liftoff, right?
Right. Remember that the rocket that launched this mission had 7.5 million pounds of thrust. That's a lot of power.
But there's no air to put against the rocket. How does the rocket go forward?
Good question. That's Isaac Newton's second law of motion. An action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Dad, are you still there? What did it feel like during liftoff? We were 3 miles away. We felt the ground shake.
It squished us to our seats until we could barely breathe. It added G's, gravitational force. Right now, Amanda, you only feel 1 G, but on liftoff, we feel 3 Gs. It's like being on a bottom curve of a roller coaster.
Cool!
You need all the thrust for liftoff because the rocket is so heavy.
But it weighs almost nothing in space, right?
If your dad wanted to, he could push the ship with his bare hands.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it, Amanda?
Your mom's right. Another one of Isaac Newton's laws says that all gravity attracts all masses to one another.
Sorry, but I have to interrupt you now. We have the lunar module on the line. Neil, what is your status?
We're approaching the landing site. It looks pretty rocky. I'll keep moving to see if I can find a smoother spot. This is Jan Wilson reporting live for you that have just joined us. We are here at the Mission Control Center in Houston. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin are about to touch down on the moon with the lunar module. If all goes well, they will step into the vacuum of space, relying on their spacesuits to protect them from the harsh conditions.
Eagle, this is mission control. You'll have to set down soon. You're low on fuel.
What happens if they crash?
The Eagle is moving very slowly. If it was to encounter a crash, it would only break the legs.
There is absolute quiet as everyone waits. There you have it. The Eagle has landed. Those are the very words of Neil Armstrong, first words on the moon. I'm ready to open the hatch, taking out the camera and turning it on. What you see now on your television screen is live footage of the moon.
Neil will have to jump the last 3 feet. We made the ladder short to save on weight.
I can't believe this is actually happening. I'm going down to the ladder, down to the bottom step.
The images of Neil Armstrong climbing out of the lunar module are among the most famous in the world. His spacesuit was bulky and his movements were awkward in a low-gravity environment. He stepped cautiously down the ladder, hopped off the end, and landed on the surface of the moon. He said,
"It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind."
A few minutes later, Buzz Aldrin joined him.
This moon does strange stuff. When you pick it up,
the horizon seems much closer here than it does on Earth. But wait, what's that I see coming up over the hill?
What are you seeing, Eagle?
It's Earth. It's rising like a pale surprise. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
For the first time in history, people will look back at the Earth from the moon. The astronauts will place a flag that reads, "Human from planet Earth first set foot on the moon in 1969 AD. We have come in peace for all mankind."
Yeah. Since that day, scientists have continued to explore outer space. The International Space Station makes it possible for humans to live in orbit for months. The Hubble telescope takes pictures of stars light years away. Probes have photographed every planet's surface in the solar system. But no human has ever traveled farther than Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, or Mike Collins did. Even if we never travel beyond the moon, we know we are not bound to Earth. We will always be ambitious explorers of the universe.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.